into 2K Sports and nothing. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Lowry and Powell, the guard. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball. Traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Now, here's Lowry. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Lowry kicks to Powell. Ibaka outside. Just 5 on the clock. Lowry from outside. A shot that time, not on target. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home team just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Now, here's Siakam. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Ibaka. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Ball dishes to Holiday. Lowry against Ball. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Pass to Williamson. Here's Ingram. That shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Both free throws, good for Ingram.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
With the floater, Ball with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Williamson, covered by Siakam. Pocket 6. Ingram passes to Williamson.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the Pelicans miss again. Anunoby kicks to Powell. Siakam outside. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Ingram, and the shot is good.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Right wing. Anunoby passes to Powell. And there's the pass to Ibaka. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Now Powell following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Ingram outside. He kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Williamson. Favors trying to break free. Tries again. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A worker on the glass. Derek Favors more than solid as a rebounder.
New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. We'll talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They're able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
And here are the Raptors now. Gasol finds Davis. And here is Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz. 4 on the clock. Here's Siakam. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. And he makes that one. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
It's Redick on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again. Raptors leading by 3. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Hayes. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The shot by Redick, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
That one falls.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Pass to Redick. And the pass to Hayes. The kick out to Holiday. On the clock. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with us. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot.
Just fun. You see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. He's out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Hart in at the small forward position.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Taken away by Hayes. Hart the pass to Holiday. That one's not going to go. Good D by Siakam.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Davis, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Hart. Now, here's Siakam. Tight defense on him. A wide open look for Gasol. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gasol's got 5 points so far.
I mean, for a guy who shot almost no three-pointers over the first 8 years of his career, Gasol looks very comfortable out there.
Now here's Hayes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hart to the left side wing. It's up a three. Hayes, no good. Raptors leading by 13. Davis finds Van Vliet, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start, and for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning the championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry. Those are the organizations. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. Ingram kicks to Hart. Pass the ball. Over Lowry. Misses off the right iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Powell dishes to Lowry. Back to Powell. Shoots off the step back. Again, Toronto.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball against Lowry. And they get it. And Ball with the lay-in. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Three-pointer, Lowry, and he's good on the three ball. And the Raptors lead by 18.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball with the bucket.
I mean, I love the determination with Ball. Always attacking. Does a great job of putting the defense on its heels.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Back to Powell. Outside Lowry. Over Hart. Lowry can't get it to go.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now Van Vliet. Raptors need to get a shot off. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Ball against Gasol. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the strength on display there by Ball? Not the biggest guy out there, but he wills these shots in despite the physical contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anunoby, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. That's good from Ball. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Throw good, Siakam.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. And so he hits both.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Holiday with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable. At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And so it's Toronto riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Alvin Gentry. And Coach, you guys struggled in the first half. What will be your message to your team to try and turn it around?
Well, I think the big thing was that I thought we were getting good shots. We just weren't knocking them in. And then I thought we had to play a little faster. I thought we had to pick up the pace of the game. We did, and we started making a few shots.
We'll see who wins that pace-space battle in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what do you think?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the point. Here's Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Derek Favors.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency. One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Here's Anunoby. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ingram against Powell. Pass to Ibaka. Shoots over ball. And that one hits back iron. Smitty, you're talking about Siakam, the Raptors president from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Anunoby. To Ibaka. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry is second. And, of course, Drew Holiday.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Favors passes to Holiday. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurricular. Get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Now, here is Holiday. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And so here is New Orleans after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Ball. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Ball's got 9.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Ibaka outside. The pass to Anunoby. Now Lowry. Ibaka outside. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Favors. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. They're very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Now here's Reddick after the Marcus Holmes. Here's Hart, passes to Melo from downtown, and the Pelicans miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Ball. Siakam outside. Dishes it to Gasol, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Ball. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Here's Hart. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. Okafor in the post. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
And that one's good by Davis.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Lets a floater go. It's blocked. Van Vliet looking around. Poke loose. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
3 seconds left.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
And so it's the Toronto. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They're back, Ball and Reddick. Then there's Williamson, and it's Hart in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. 6 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. That shot off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Norman Bowles checked in for the Raptors. Now here's Ball, covered by Van Vliet. Ball kicks to Reddick. It's deflected, but he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Lonzo Ball. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles
holds on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now here's Williamson. Shoots over Van Vliet, and that one's good. Williamson.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Anunoby, good. And the Raptors lead by 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Williamson. Out the dish to Holiday. Pass to Hart. From past the arc. Good D by Siakam. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Anunoby. Great D that time from Redick. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Hart, covered by Van Vliet. Hart, that's good. Raptors leading by 16. And here is Van Vliet. Siakam left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I like that. Get the ball to Siakam close to the rim where he can put his size to work.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. The kick out to Holiday. Pulls up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
This is where Holiday's really improved. Working off ball and sinking jump shots.
Powell against Holiday. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
What's up? One of the better defenders in the league. Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
And the technical free throw is good. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic. But Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
And the Raptors call time here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Pelicans trail by 17. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Outside Holiday. 1:46 left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Van Vliet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A new group in now for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Thomas checked in for Norman Powell. And McCaw is subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Toronto.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Pascal Siakam.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Here's McCaw. Kicks it to Thomas. This one for 3. Here's Boucher. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCaw. Over Miller. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do